Well, guys, it just got finished. Friday the 13th, Part 3. This is it, guys. The movie that defines Jason truly as he is. A big, brooding monster with a hockey mask. So, our plot? Bunch of teenagers get together, go to the cabin for the weekend. Alright, so it's not original on that front. What else do we got? Well, our main character, her entire character is that she was attacked by Jason 2 years ago, which doesn't really fit the timeline of these movies so far, and it feels very forced. She doesn't even really have anything else going on in this entire movie. It's just simply that she was attacked prior. Oh no. It doesn't even really add up to her being attacked in this movie. It doesn't accumulate to anything. It's not like she just has training or anything like that. The same thing goes for all the other characters in this movie, except for one. They all just are bland and cookie cutter, the stoners, and there's nothing really going on. Whereas in part 2, again, they aren't deep, but I was enjoying the time with these characters. They were interesting enough, and they weren't flat, whereas these characters are. I developed a little bit of a theory while watching this movie, and is that, well, two parts of a theory. First off is that they were making these movies once every year. Now, Friday the 13th Part 2 is really good, and then Friday the 13th Part 4 also really good. So I feel like this movie was kind of rushed a little bit. The script was kind of slapdash together to fill in the gaps between 2 and 4. And it just kind of suffered from it. It could have used a little bit more time in the oven, that's for sure. The whole production just kind of feels like it could have used a little bit of time. It felt like they were trying to be a little bit self-aware and hip. The music was a little bit more funky, and the 3D gimmick that they have throughout the movie just feels like a cash grab. All of it just doesn't feel like the same effort was put into the whole movie. Which saddens me because the climax is phenomenal. The man who plays Jason in this is one hell of a physical presence. They really stepped it up from part 2 to this, where they gave him big brooding shoulders and a hump. And then you throw that hockey mask on him with no hair, and he just looks so terrifying. The green shirt and those beige pants. Ugh. That whole last 20-25 minutes of him chasing around Chris is just a great sequence of tension and fear, and I love the back and forth exchange where she's not always just running, she's attacking him and ultimately puts him down. This was supposed to be the last Friday the 13th movie, and you can kind of see that they at least attempted to kill off Jason. Unfortunately, this actually became one of the highest grossing Friday the 13th films that there is, so naturally they had to go make another one. We'll be taking a look at that shortly for sure. So, where does this one stand? Well, I don't know. We'll see how I feel when I watch the other ones. I'm sure this might actually change my ranking, because, God, that climax is phenomenal. I love watching Richard Broker run around in that hockey mask. It is truly one of my favorite Friday the 13th looks. I'm really torn about this one, guys. So, how am I feeling? Well, I'm certainly still awake. I only yawned a little bit through that movie, probably just out of boredom. I'm actually getting a little bit hungry, and the sun's starting to rise. It's 5:30 in the morning here, and, well, I think it's time to end this video, get a bowl of cereal, and hunker down for part 4. Almost halfway there, guys.